Cleaning the M108S. Start by breaking down the machine. Open the lid. Install the spring jack tool and start by removing the tumbler. While one person is doing this, another team member can remove the blade components. The bed knives and spacer bars fit into one rack, with 3 of the slots sized for the bed knives and 3 of the slots sized for the spacer bars. To clean the upper side of the bed knife, flip it over and you'll be able to anchor it onto the top of the rack ends. Each helical blade can be removed and set in the helical blade storage rack. This rack houses the bearing blocks so the blades can be washed. The blades can be transferred to the helical blade support rack to clean the bearing blocks. All of the racks fit within the soak and store tubs, which can be filled with hot water and degreaser to clean off resin, but the bearing blocks of the helical blades should not be submerged in water. Continue removing the hex screens, brush, clear lid panel, and side panels and set these aside for washing. If necessary, the entire lid can be removed from the machine by rotating it slightly forward and lifting up. Next, you can remove the fan housing air filter, the trim tote, the separator, and the fan housing itself. The separator breaks down further by unscrewing and removing the fascia and the small plexi window. You'll notice how important it is to have enough space and horizontal surfaces to place the individual components on for cleaning. When setting up your wash bay, be sure to keep this in mind. When cleaning your M108S, it's a good idea to separate the parts into 2 groups. The anodized and nitrided parts should be cleaned using a product with a pH of 7 to 10. This group includes the blades, retaining rings, body and lid, and the anodized version of the separator and fan housing. The second group can be cleaned using products with a broader pH range of 7 to 14. This group includes the trim tote, brush, tumbler, lid, and side panels, and stainless steel separator and fan housing. If you're having trouble cleaning the triangle bars in the lid, here's a helpful tip: wrap wet towels around the bars and leave them to sit for a little while, either a few hours or overnight if possible. This makes it much easier to remove the resin by wiping or scraping it off with a plastic scraper. We also recommend using plastic scrapers to clean the body and blades of the spacer bars and bed knives. The tumbler can be cleaned by hand or in our automated tumbler and brush washer. This helps to clean your tumbler in under 10 minutes and helps to ensure the longevity of your tumbler. To reinstall the window on the separator, make sure that the tapered portion points toward the front of the separator. Then slide that portion in first and allow the back end to rotate down into place. Install the fascia, making sure that it's tight to the body of the separator, and tighten the 2 bolts on the front to hold this in place. Slide the fan housing onto the 2 pegs, then install the separator, making sure to lift up slightly on the right side of the separator as you push it the rest of the way into the body of the machine. Pull up on the hockey stick so that it's flush with the top of the separator. Reinstall the fan housing exhaust filter, the trim tote, and the side panels. Reinstall the lid and connect the plug between the lid and the body. Install the helical blades, bed knives, and spacer bars. Slide the clean tumbler into the lid and reinstall it using the spring jack tool. And replace the clear top panel, brush, and hex screens.